Hello?
Hey people, I'm Terry Bluez and I want to welcome you to Black Gift TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the icon below. Black Gift TV is your one-stop shop for colored content. It is the official channel for the Four Color Man podcast and the Dean's List streaming series. You also find music, stand-up comedy, and short film works. And if you like the content, make sure you visit www.blackgiftcreative.com, the official sponsor for the Four Color Man podcast merch. Now, let's start the show.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah, because it's funny, man, because like you said, it's you know, I think we, especially as black men, in these white spaces of like higher education, even in business, in things that we're quote unquote not normally in, or just a small percentage in, right?
Yeah.
You know, in order to be successful, you got to maneuver in a way to not to say to make white people comfortable, but like, you know, I can't go in super aggressive on some. Yo, y'all niggas need to chill, son. I'm running this bitch. Like, I can't go in my classroom and do that shit. But like, you know, I still am myself. But But it's if you don't it feel like, I mean, that feeling of not being able to have that expression of just figuratively, letting your pants down or. That may be the wrong saying. I don't know. That's
letting your hair down.
Let your hair down. There you go. Well, I'm like, let your pants down. What, nigga? Gay? What are you talking about? No, let your hair down. But yeah, figuratively, let your hair down and be like, yo, my nigga, this motherfucker said some wild shit to me. You have to check him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Like that, like, yo, and then you got a story and I got a story and we laugh about that shit. But you know what I mean?
Straight up.
Just letting that shit out because I can't go to my white friends and they understand that.
Nah, bro. And it's tough. That's what they like. You have to. It's a decision you got to make. Like, we finna. Okay, so you have to make a decision of like, okay, we need to go ahead and like you push that line. So now I have to check you, and then we can become better from this because you ain't never gonna do that before. Because I've had a situation like that with somebody that we both know.
Yeah.
Who's not black.
Yeah.
And he used the N-word on what he thought was some cool shit. And I had to and it was tough because like I knew why he was doing it. It was what he thought was some cool shit. And I had to tell him like, Gee,
yo, chill, right, my man.
Listen.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I wanted to make it clear. I'm gonna make it all the way clear so that I had to gather him I had to get him all the way together because I had to let him know like it wasn't gonna be too many more of those. It just couldn't be because then our dynamic is about to change drastically. So I had to tell him like, look. I look at you like you the homie, bro. Like you my partner. So if you look at me the same way and you want to be my partner, bro, that is something that can never happen again. I don't know who you hang around or who allows you to say that with them, but you can't say that around me.
Yo, and that's respect, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't have to be like, yo, my nigga, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Now, if you getting out of line, I'm like, bruh, I'm about to Charlie Murphy chest kick you out this motherfucking window.
You can discern the difference between disrespect and just
you think and like you said, it's like a child is gonna do. If you don't check a child, that's why motherfuckers think they're entitled to shit. You don't check a child, they're gonna push the boundary. If they find that they don't have a boundary, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to.
Exactly.
Same way it's like, yo, can I get away with it? Can I get away with it? Can I get away with it? Nigga. Hey, bro.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my bad. I just, I was like, all right, we cool.
Oh, and the checking has to not only be swift, it has to be thorough. Because if you just be like, hey, if you just give them hey, chill out, bro. Then they laugh it off like, that wasn't that thorough. So it's like, it could probably happen again. My homie wasn't tripping when I said it. And that's a thing that I think happens. And it's not always something as drastic as saying the N-word. Sometimes it's something as silly as shit. Well, okay, women deal with it. We deal with it too, as getting touched in certain ways, and people feel entitled to be able to touch you in a way that you did not. You ain't opened that door and you didn't consent to that. And so, for instance, my fiance deals with that all the time. She has curly hair.
Oh, yeah.
And it's awful because like this is something that happens, and I've talked to her about like
touch your hair. Oh my god!
Hey, they don't even ask. I've been with her when things have happened, when women have non-black women or non-curly hair having women have reached over and touched her hair, and they doing it because they think is that they preface it by saying how beautiful her hair is. However, you are not entitled to put your hands on me though, but comfort. Like when it comes to the idea of comfort and like breaking that comfort, it's just like it's uncomfortable to have to check somebody. It's a little uncomfortable because it's confrontation. You have to confront them. It's like I have to do this thing right now, and it's disconcerting to think like I'm gonna have to change the mood of this whole scene right now because I have to check you. And so I've seen her not check somebody before, and I felt horrible about it. It's one of the things I feel horrible about when it comes to inviting my friend, like black friends, to my my openings, like art openings. If I have a show and there's an opening, because this has not only happened to my fiance, but it happened to one of my friends. And I saw her get her hair touched, and I felt awful because it was something that I invited them to. And so they see themselves as an extension of me. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, I can't make this situation uncomfortable for anybody because this will reflect badly on Spencer. Mm. So, I mean, so this is the thing, like you said, people going unchecked, they would just keep doing it, my G. Like it literally takes that one little uncomfortable conversation. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was a little uncomfortable having like that he said it, and I had to tell him because I was like, yeah, shit may not be cool, but I'm not finna just live with this negativity in my chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and get this back to you. Here you go, take this back. and if you know what I'm saying, if you trying to still be cool, that's something that can't happen, my G. And so he was respectful. He didn't get silly and tell me why he felt like he should be able to say it. Because I was so glad about that. Because that's something that happens a lot. I've been in that situation before.
Yeah. Listen, listen, white people, just give it up, man. Like, look. No, like, I'm going to say it. You going to hear the rap songs. I don't give a fuck. It's not for you, man. Like, just chill. Because here's the thing. Like I always say, and this is just a general, you don't never know how anybody's going to react to something. So I try to stay respectful in every matter. Like, I treat people how they treat me. If you stay respectful, I'm going to be super respectful. If you get out of line, then it's whatever it is. Yeah. But, you know, you don't never know. You might be around a black person that just be like, laugh at it. You might be around a black person and be like, yo, my man, chill. You might be around a black person who will respectfully say why it's not okay. Or you might be around somebody that rightfully takes it upon themselves to fuck you up. You know what I mean?
Off the rip. Hey, let me tell you. I was in South by Southwest a few years ago, man, and this was back when when All Go Everything it just came out. Mm-hmm. Sure that, James?
Yeah.
And you know that part on the song.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we in there. I'm in this huge bar, and I don't know, and it was meant to happen this way because it was just kind of, it was like something off a movie. Like I said, it's a place full of people. It's South by Southwest weekend, and I'm at the bar, and I had just got my drink, and I'm turning around, and they're on the hook where they get to that part, and from all the people who are walking by, there's this brother that's walking by, and his girlfriend is white. And just as she's walking by, they're doing the part where they say the N-word 3 times. And she said it and said it like she's enjoying herself. Yeah. Like she said it and said it loud. But like wasn't trying to be disrespectful, like looking at me and saying it. She just was saying it. And so when she said it, she turned and looked and saw me looking at her. And I'm just looking appalled, but I kind of just, it was like the appalled face, and then I rested my eyes and just shook my head. I ain't say nothing to her. I just shook my head, and I don't know what it was, but she felt that guilt. It's as if she seen, it's like she had seen that disapproving look from like one of his family members before, because she felt so compelled to come over and justify it to this stranger who's standing here just shaking his head, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, bro. I was like, you shouldn't say that word, G. And so she trying to tell me, well, my son's black and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's cool.
Listen here, bitch. Listen. White women. Now, let me tell you something. And I know black people, I know black women gonna hate me, but fuck it. This is the Four Colored Men podcast. Fuck you, bitches. Listen, I fuck white women. And let me tell you something, white women. Just because you have some black put in you, does not make you, no, that's not the same thing, bitch. I don't give a fuck what Rachel Dolezal did. It's not the same. Don't justify this shit. Listen, stop the justification of the N-word. Quit it. Cut it out.
You are.
I fuck with my Caucasian fellowship. You know what I mean? Like, I got plenty of white friends. But listen, man, you know what I mean? Chill.
Hello?